Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. B&B spoilers, Eric gives Donna the shock of her life. On the February 7th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers tease a bold move from Eric that's sure to put a smile on Donna's face. It looks like those Forrester men can't stop proposing to Logan women. Ridge, Torsten K., proposed to Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, again last summer. Thomas, Matthew Atkinson, proposes to Hope, Annika Noel, any chance he gets, and now Eric, John McCook, proposes to Donna, Jennifer Garais, again in the middle of his latest grand soiree. All of their family and friends are there and touched by Eric's grand gesture. Needless to say, Donna is stunned. Eric had not mentioned marriage again, so she doesn't see this coming. After all, Eric nearly died a little over a month ago, so she's just been taking things day by day and couldn't allow herself to look too far into the future. But now Eric is presenting her with everything she's ever wanted. Will she take it? Seeing how happy Eric and Donna now are causes RJ, Joshua Hoffman, and Zend, Delon de Metz, to come to an agreement. They will put their differences aside for the sake of their grandfather and promote Forrester family peace and harmony. But, how long can it last? Zend fiercely resents RJ for having everything Zend has earned handed to him on a silver platter just because he is the only child of the revered Brooke and Ridge. Besides, RJ now has the girl that Zend wants, and that just causes more animosity between them. Can they keep the peace for the entirety of Eric's latest soiree, or will all hell break loose before the night is through? Luna, Lisa Yamada, might have to be on hand to prevent some fireworks. Logan stood on the front porch of the quaint bed and breakfast, her breath misting in the crisp morning air. The sun was just beginning to peek over the horizon, casting a warm glow over the charming coastal town of Los Angeles. She took a moment to admire the picturesque scenery before her thoughts drifted back to the reason for her visit. It had been years since Donna had set foot in Los Angeles, let alone the Forrester mansion. But when she received the unexpected invitation from Eric Forrester himself, she couldn't resist the pull to return to the place that held so many memories, both good and bad. As she stood there, lost in thought, the front door creaked open, and a familiar figure stepped out onto the porch. Donna's heart skipped a beat as she locked eyes with the man who had once been the love of her life. "Eric," she breathed, her voice barely above a whisper. "Donna," he replied, his voice warm and filled with emotion. "It's been too long." Their eyes met, and for a moment the years melted away, leaving only the raw intensity of their connection. Donna felt a rush of emotions flood through her, joy, longing, regret, all tangled together in a bittersweet symphony. "I can't believe you're here," Eric said, his voice breaking the spell between them. "Please, come in. We have so much to catch up on." Donna followed Eric into the cozy interior of the bed and breakfast, taking in the familiar sights and smells of the place she had once called home. Memories washed over her like a tidal wave, threatening to overwhelm her fragile composure. As they settled into the sitting room, Eric poured them each a cup of steaming coffee, the rich aroma filling the air between them. Donna wrapped her hands around the warm mug, drawing comfort from its familiar weight. "I'll admit, I was surprised to hear from you," Donna said, breaking the silence that had settled between them. "It's been so long since we've spoken." Eric nodded, his expression somber. "I know, and for that, I'm truly sorry. There are so many things I wish I could change, Donna. So many mistakes I've made." Donna felt her heart ache at the sadness in Eric's eyes. She had spent years trying to forget the pain of their past, but seeing him now, all those old wounds threatened to reopen. "I'm not here to dredge up the past, Eric," Donna said, her voice soft but firm. "I came because you asked me to, and because I needed to see for myself if there was anything left between us." Eric reached out and took Donna's hand in his touch sending shivers down her spine. "Donna, you have to know that there will always be something between us. Something indescribable." Donna felt her resolve crumbling, her carefully constructed walls beginning to crumble in the face of Eric's unwavering sincerity. She had spent so long trying to convince herself that she was better off without him, but now, in this moment, All she wanted was to surrender to the overwhelming tide of emotion that threatened to consume her. And in that instant, Donna knew that she could no longer deny the truth that had been staring her in the face all along. She still loved Eric, with every fiber of her being, and no amount of time or distance could ever change that. Before she could stop herself, Donna leaned forward and pressed her lips to Eric's, the kiss igniting a firestorm of passion that threatened to consume them both. In that moment, nothing else mattered, not the years that had passed, nor the mistakes they had made. All that mattered was the here and now, and the undeniable truth of their love for each other. As they broke apart, breathless and exhilarated, Eric pulled Donna into his arms, holding her close as if afraid to let her go. And in that moment, Donna knew that she had finally found her way back to where she belonged, in Eric's arms, where she had always belonged. The days that followed were a whirlwind of emotion and rekindled passion as Donna and Eric rediscovered the love that had never truly died. They laughed, they cried, and they made promises to each other that they intended to keep. But amidst the joy of their reunion, there was a lingering sense of uncertainty, a nagging fear that the happiness they had found was too good to be true. And as they lay tangled together in the quiet darkness of the night, Donna couldn't shake the feeling that their newfound happiness was fragile, and that at any moment, it could be torn away from them once again. And then, just as Donna had begun to let herself believe that maybe, just maybe, they could finally have their happily ever after, reality came crashing down around them in the most unexpected of ways. It started with a simple phone call, one that Donna answered without a second thought. But as she listened to the voice on the other end of the line, her blood ran cold, and her heart stopped beating in her chest. It was Quinn, Eric's wife, and she knew everything. Donna's mind raced as she tried to make sense of Quinn's words. How could she have found out about their affair? Had someone seen them together, or worse, had Eric confessed the truth himself? But as Quinn's accusations grew more frantic, Donna realized with a sinking feeling that this was about more than just their affair. This was about something far more sinister, a secret that could destroy everything Donna held dear. With trembling hands, Donna hung up the phone and turned to face Eric, her eyes filled with tears. "Eric, we have to talk," she whispered, her voice barely audible over the pounding of her heart. And as Eric's expression shifted from confusion to realization, Donna knew that the shock of her life was only just beginning.